Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Happy Monday to you. We're taking a quick peek here at ICP, seeing what's going on. Double checking a couple of key factors. I want to give a quick congrats to our community members. Cardano, Matic, and Chainlink took some nice healthy profits on some of our day trades there, our scalping bot. Then of course our swing trades, nice little 28% from Bitcoin in roughly 20 hours. Took that trade on Friday, took some profits on Saturday. And here we are on Monday looking for some new opportunities. So ICP is definitely one of those coins that I've had my eye on. My alert did trigger this morning at roughly 15 cents. Sorry, correction, $15, 15 cents. That would be odd. And what we want to look at is a couple of things here, as just some liquidation levels in the back end and double check some key factors. But now that we have that alert triggered, we want to kind of see if it's worth taking an entry because, again, I set a lot of alerts throughout the day and I like to make sure that whenever I take a trade, I don't just jump in arbitrarily because of that. I reevaluate first. So that's what this is, the whole purpose for this is to make sure it's worthwhile taking a trade. Okay, so again, it may not be perfect, but it is definitely something we want to look at. However, having said that, taking a look at liquidation is the last 7 days worth of liquidation. We can see $14 is that area of concentration just below the price action where we have a little bit more longs that are hedged that could be swept here shortly. Okay, again, should be a different story altogether, right? We don't know until we get there, but between now and then we have this perfect bullish flag pattern here with a potential support level consolidating at that range. So I'm thinking a trade around between $15 and $14 would be a solid consideration for a long position. Again, this is outside looking in, but based on liquidation, that's what we're looking at here. Taking a look, of course, bigger picture, $11 to $10 is that range of heavy concentration liquidation down below. That's from roughly 3 or 4 days ago. Okay, so if we take a quick look here at the daily time frame, let's double check this first and work our way down. We can go ahead and see if we look at the daily time frame. And again, this hasn't changed too much, but we're still above the 20-day SMA. Okay, we've held above that. Correction, sorry, that's the 50-day SMA, but the 20 is descending as well concurrently. So when we have two of those things coming together like this with a descending trend line, a bullish backtest plus key level support, there's a stronger chance of the price going up than down right now. Okay, that's really just what we can see. We also got that 0.618 fib level at about 1450 is a potential area of support that we need to be able to consider, taking a look at bouncing off that level. So generally speaking, there's a mostly positive sign here. We got a lot of volume at about $13 even, and that's absolutely something we got to recognize too. So again, all those things combined provides us to be somewhat of a bullish scenario. We're also holding over 50 on the RSI, and things are looking quite substantial. Furthermore, too, we got a MACD convergence as well. So daily time frame looks quite solid. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame and just identify here this channel. We can see the price action is pulling down and continuing higher, likely to break to the upside. We got a MACD divergence, of course, too, that is breaking down. So that's not fantastic on the 4-hour, kind of letting us know we have a ton of momentum and that we're probably in a situation where the price action could continue lower because it's letting us know the momentum has shifted. Same thing with stochastics too. Look how far it's come down, but the prices kind of remain the same. So we combine those two things together, we can kind of summarize that the price has potential to pull back, but it's holding very strong right now, all things considered. We are under 70 on the RSI, but over 50, and of course, non-flow index kind of tapering off too. So while these are pulling back, these are still positive signs to be above 50. And while we could see the price continue a little bit lower, we should be able to see it bounce off this 0.618 fib level or get us a bullish backtest of this descending trend line. So my speculation is somewhere around the 100 and the 20-day SMA, right here at about 1475, would be a solid consideration for entry. Okay. Now again, it may continue lower than that. It may even bounce and continue higher right now. So if you want to get some skin in the game, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is definitely a situation where this coin is still looking very bullish on a lot of time frames, like daily, 4-hour time frame. Everything's looking pretty decent. Again, minus the MACD divergence, but again, you don't take a trade solely on that one thing. That's a contributing factor as well, right? But right now we can see there's too many other factors swinging up than down, so we don't just take that one thing. We do want to understand here as well with the Ichimoku cloud, if I recall correctly, we are kind of within the cloud. We just traveled within. So we've got to give it a chance to see if the lower lead will hold. So hypothetically, the price comes down here, gets a bullish bounce off that 1475 little back test, continues higher. And if that were to be the case, hypothetically, we'd be free and clear with the price action too. So truth is, we closed today at about 1520 or higher. I think we're going to be looking to be in pretty solid shape to see the price continue up. Again, we're not in a perfect place right now with this, with the Ichimoku cloud, because while we're within the price action, that's somewhat of a bullish sign. We're above the trend line there and effectively holding strong. We're also kind of breaking into the cloud, and we've shifted the momentum a little bit. It's not like a bearish scenario, but it certainly isn't bullish yet. Okay, so To summarize, the daily and the 4-hour time frame look fairly bullish, minus a few momentous indicators indicating the price could pull back a little further. Whereas the hourly kind of lets us know if you haven't secured profits, you may want to consider doing so, or if you're considering a long position, you're probably worth waiting for one of two things. First of all, the first potential entry would be 1475, 1470. I like that as a consideration. If the price doesn't pull back there, we want to pay attention to this bullish backtest here of this initial trend line, the shorter term trend line. And again, that's this little bearish backtest here, so we see the price action keeps retesting that level. If we break through that, then it would be solid consideration for a long at the 1520 range if we can close there today. Okay, so again, we probably want to consider reevaluating here again later, even though this looks like a good situation. It's not perfect. No trade really is right now, but if you're going to monitor this trade closely, I'd say it's definitely worth taking a long. But again, you got to recognize Bitcoin just pumped up to about 66,000, and ICP is kind of plateauing and going sideways. So that leads me to believe there's not a ton of strength here and that it's kind of shot its load early. But again, there is also a big consideration here for this cup and handle pattern playing out here soon. So my anticipation is the price might pull back a little bit further before it goes up. And we're in a position right now where it's just a matter of time before this coin takes off. We got to give it a little bit more time to bake. All right, folks, that's where we're at. I'll definitely double check this here later today. Honestly, it's looking like it's still a really good trade. I want to consider getting in. We're just not ready for what we see here just yet. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you learned something today. Comment below, like, comment, follow. Deeply appreciate that. And obviously, make sure if you haven't yet already, use Bitunix. We partnered with them a few months ago. They've been awesome to our community. Nice rewards if you use my link to register. And of course, just in general, no KYC or VPN. That's the main reason why we like them. Thanks again. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Have a great rest of the day. Take care.